We can go? Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our monthly lunchtime concert. Just me today, and going to be just a potpourri of a lot of things here. I'm going to do some Disney and some instrumental and some other things, and hopefully you will enjoy. The first one is from The Little Mermaid, and this one is Part of Your World. Look at the stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? Well, I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see 'em dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them again? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling around on the, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world. What I would give if I could live out of these waters. What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Bet you on land they understand, bet they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand, and ready to know what the people know. Ask them my questions and get some answers. What's a fire and why does it? What's the word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Thank you, girls. We have some Disney fans in the audience today. This next one is from Pocahontas. It's a really pretty neat song, and I'm sure you will recognize this one. It's called Colors of the Wind. Just a dead thing you can claim, but I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people who look and think like you, but if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or asked asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned. You can sing with all the voices of the mountain. You can paint with all the colors of the wind. You can paint with all the colors of the wind. Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends, and we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, for whether we are white or coppered skin, you can sing with all the voices of the mountains. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? You can own the earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind.
Thank you. The next one is from Lion King. Of course, that show is written by Elton John, and that is one of my wife and my favorite pop singers is Elton. We've seen him 3 times in concert, and we use actually one of his songs as our wedding song, and this one is called Circle of Life.
From the day we arrive on the planet and blinking step into the sun, there's more to see that can never be seen, more to do that can never be done. There's far too much to take in here, more to find than can ever be found. But the sun rolling high through the sapphire sky keeps great and small on the endless round in the circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding. The circle of life. It's a circle of life, and it moves us all through despair and hope, through faith and love, till we find our place on the path unwinding in the circle of life.
The next one I have here is a Harry Chapin tune called Mr. Tanner. This one goes out to all of you that are great singers in the car with the radio, or in the morning as you are getting ready in your bathroom. And this is just a neat little story. Chapin was a great storyteller. And this is just a story about a guy that was a great singer and got talked into doing something and wasn't quite sure what to make of it.
Miss Tanner was a cleaner from a town in the Midwest, and of all the cleaning shops around, he'd made his the best. But he also was a baritone who sang while hanging clothes. He practiced scales while pressing tails and sang at local shows. His friends and neighbors praised a voice that poured out from his throat. They said that he should use his gifts instead of cleaning coats. But music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good when he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. His friends kept working on him to try music out full time. A big debut and rave reviews, a great career to climb. Finally they got to him, he would take the fling. A concert agent in New York agreed to have him sing. And there were plane tickets, phone calls, money spent to rent the hall. It took most of his savings, but he gladly used them all. But music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole. The evening came, he took the stage, his face set in a smile, and in a half-filled hall the critics sat watching on the aisle. But the concert was a blur to him, with spatters of applause. He did not know how well he sang, he only heard the flaws. But the critics were concise, it only took 4 lines, and no one could accuse them of being overkind. Mr. Martin Tanner, baritone of Dayton, Ohio, made his town hall debut last night. He came well prepared, but unfortunately his presentation was not up to professional standards. His voice lacks the tonal color of range to make it consistently interesting. Full-time consideration of another endeavor might be in order. Well, he came home to Dayton and was questioned by his friends, and he smiled and just said nothing, and he never sang again, excepting very late at night when the shop was dark and closed. He sang softly to himself as he sorted through the clothes. Music was his life, it was not his livelihood, and it made him feel so happy, and it made him feel so good, and he sang from his heart, and he sang from his soul. He did not know how well he sang, it just made him whole.
Okay, I'm going to do some instrumental right now. This is a Lori Line piece, a really nice song called Gentle in the Night. The next couple I'm going to play are arranged by a gentleman called Christina Silva, and he has arranged some really traditional hymns, and they're really, really quite meditative. Between him, Lori Line, and Jeannie Cotter, some of the best instrumental music that I can think of for liturgical purposes, and this one is called Offering. really like that piece. It's very ethereal. It's kind of just like out there, like you're swimming in, just suspended and swimming in thick water. This next one he set to the traditional Ave Maria chant. Thank you. I like the way how he ends. You know, you're expecting a certain chord at the end, and he doesn't give that to you, and he kind of leaves it hanging like it's a continuation of something going on. As you know, we have Lent coming up. Just seems like we just got done with Christmas, and we have been actually preparing for Lent for a number of weeks already. And I'm going to give you a preview of one of the Psalms we are going to use. Our theme kind of is going to be Psalm 16, Keep Me Safe, O God, in You I Take Refuge. And we have a couple of settings that we're going to use. And right now I'd like to just preview one of the ones that we are going to be using. This one is written by Paul Inwood.
Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you. Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you. O Lord, it is you who are my portion and cup. It is you yourself who are my prize. I keep the Lord ever in my sight. Since he is at my right hand, I shall stand firm. Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you. Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you. And so my heart rejoices, my soul is glad. Even my body shall rest in safety. For you will not leave my soul among the dead, nor let your beloved know decay. Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you. Keep me safe, O God, I take refuge in you.
So not a lot to it, a nice simple refrain for the assembly. And we're going to be using that one for half of Lent, and then we will be using another setting of Psalm 16 for the other half of Lent. That one I don't have today, but I couldn't find it is actually what happened. So go figure that. But we have two picked out, so that's going to be kind of neat. Oh, there we go. How are we doing on the time, Rob? 1 o'clock. Okay, hey, we got our time pretty well. I don't even know how to say. We need to pray for our country, one way or the other. Things are not going well for any of us right now, and I have a song that I'd like to end with here. You know, to try for unity and peace and. You know, it's a time to, start to pray. As Father said, rosary is a powerful weapon for these times. Praying the rosary, we need to pray. Nancy always says, we keep praying. We got to pray. We got to pray. And I'm sure we all are. Just keep it up and keep going. This one I did last weekend. We're very proud of our country, God of our fathers.
God of our fathers, whose almighty hand leads forth in beauty all the starry band of shining worlds in splendor through the sky, our grateful song before thy throne arise. Thy love divine hath led us in the past. In this free land by thee our lot is cast. Be thou our ruler, guardian, guard and stay. Thy word our law, thy paths thy chosen way. in peace. Refresh thy people on their toilsome way. Lead us from night to ever-ending day. Fill all our lives with love and grace divine, and glory loud, and praise be ever thine. And glory loud, and praise be ever thine.
Thank you. Just a couple quick things. The Holy Hour is next Thursday at 6 o'clock here at Sacred Heart site. And we are having a special prayer service, March for Life, is on that Friday. So we're going to pray the vigil for that. And we're going to have the Rosary is going to be led and the Divine Chaplet. It's going to be a little different format, no confessions. So. And that will also be streamed live on Facebook, Rob just said. So, and then we'll probably archive that to YouTube as well. So come and join us. It's going to be a little different format than our normal Eucharistic benediction. And, Rob and I and Father are working on the service right now, and it's going to be really, really nice. And then please remember, we're live streaming the 7:30 a.m. Mass this weekend, not the 4:30. We have... just changing it up a bit here. So 7:30 will be streamed live if that is something that you watch. So once again, you're all invited to come and attend these concerts. Hopefully next month I'll have somebody singing with me. Have a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we can all get through this together and continue to pray. God bless.